Welcome back to another fishing adventure. Let me get baited up, I'll tell you what's going on here. It's been a little over 2 weeks since I've done any fishing. Seems like a while. Spicy sriracha tiger nuts is what I'm using for the hook bait today. We've had massive flooding here in northwest Iowa for the past couple, well, it was about 2 weeks ago when we had massive flooding, and I haven't been able to do any fishing for flooding related reasons mostly. My personal residence was not flooded or damaged, but a lot of people did lose homes and businesses, and me, I was just mostly affected because I couldn't go anywhere because lots of roads were flooded and roads were closed. So that whole week when the flooding immediately happened, lots of roads were closed. I couldn't do any fishing that week, and then this past week it was 4th of July week. And weather was bad, and then I just don't go out on holiday weeks like that. It's not fun. Too many people out on the public waters on 4th of July week, and I've learned finally, I think, I've finally learned to just not even try on like 4th of July or Memorial Day. I just stay away. But I'm here at a big shallow lake. Fishing was pretty good last time I was here, but that doesn't mean anything for today. There's a huge algae bloom right here at this spot. The water is green like pea soup, and I don't like that very much, but neither do boaters and jet skiers. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. Most lakes around here turn green around July, and they'll stay that way all the way until the water starts cooling off again in October. Several of my fishing spots, my good fishing spots, did get ruined by the flooding, so that's going to impact. I don't know. I'm sure it'll ruin some for sure, but there probably will be some new spots that didn't exist before. Today's pack bait is spicy chili bean oats. That's my base mix of oats and sweet feed, and a can of chili beans, and a can of corn mixed in there. Starting a little later than I planned today. It's about 8 o'clock. I was hoping to be here at 7:30, but I had a bunch of orders from you guys over the weekend, ordering bait and tackle that I had to get all packed up and ready before I headed out this morning. Thanks to all of you who've been ordering the sinkers and the tiger nuts and all that stuff. I've been hearing from some of you, and you've been having lots of good luck fishing. I love hearing the stuff like that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to be washing my hands with here today. Not good. Yeah, I know it's toxic, but a little bit on my hands isn't going to hurt. I definitely don't want to go swimming in something like that though. I'm fishing with my short fishing rods today, 6.5 footers. Mostly for convenience, just because I was running a little late and didn't want to have to spend the time to unpack and put together my 9-foot rods. Not casting very far, 30-40 yards. And I saw my bait hit the water out there, made a splash, and it was a bunch of green waters out there. So I think this whole lake is green. It's not just by the shoreline here. I see a dead carp laying in the water over there. Might go check that out. Or it's a dead fish. I can't tell for sure what kind it is. Might go check that out in a minute here. The algae bloom doesn't really harm the fish, but it does suck up a lot of the oxygen out of the water, which makes it, if it gets really bad, it can make it, there can be a fish kill. That algae uses up all the oxygen in the water, and then the fish have none. Shallow water here, probably about 3 feet. I'm not going to bother putting the net cam on the net today because you wouldn't be able to see anything anyway. Just a pea soup. And your regular viewers may remember from a few videos back, I went and did a whole bunch of exploring on my e-bike down by the Missouri River, and found some good spots. And unfortunately, a week after I did that, the floods came, and that all those spots that I found were under 15 feet of water. The river rose by like 15 feet just in a matter of a couple of days, and it's going to be a long time before I'm able to get back into those spots. There's still water back there. I don't even know if I'll be able to get back there this year at all. I'm going to wait at least a month probably. And there were a bunch of new spots too that I have yet to explore that I was planning on doing this summer, but again, I'm going to have to wait until probably September. Maybe I'll try to go look at it in September and see if it's dried out enough to be able to get in there. There's something down here making boils in the water out here. I don't know what it is, if it's fish or turtle. I think it's a fish. I mean, I can't see what it is because the water is so green. I'll go down here and take a look at this dead fish laying here and see what it is. Yeah, it's a carp. Not a very big one. 7 pound carp. Oh, there's a bunch. I think there's a bunch of carp in the water down here. Oh yeah, there's some right here. There's a bunch of them in the water right here. What are they doing? They better not. There's no way they could be spawning. I mean, I guess stranger things have happened, but I mean, see this carp right here? I don't know. I don't usually see them come up on the bank with their backs out of the water like that. Oh, there's another dead one. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. They might be spawning carp here. Right there, those swirls in the water. Those are multiple carp swimming around, following each other. There's some more right here. 2 of them. Yeah, a little one following a big one. So, this has to be that's spawning. I mean, that's spawning activity right there. That's weird. It's the middle of July. It's like July 9th or something like that. Well, that's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen spawning behavior this late in the year. I mean, I think these carp are definitely spawning. There's a bunch of splashing going on back here. I hear a bunch of splashing going on. Oh yeah, over there's a bunch of splashing. Where are they at? I'm pretty sure there's some back in this little creek too. Yeah, that's definitely spawning behavior. One carp chasing another one around, sidling right up next to him. What in the world? Yeah, I don't know what to make of this spawning behavior going on here. It's July 8th. Spawn was going on here like late May. And usually second spawn, if they do that, usually doesn't happen until September. I'm a little puzzled. I mean, obviously they don't all spawn at the same time, but the fact that I see spawning behavior and I've had 0 bites and I've seen 0 fish like rising out on the lake. I've been sitting here staring at the lake for like the past hour and I've seen 0 fish come up and surface. That's unusual. I think I'm going to give it 15 more minutes here, and if I don't see a fish or have any bites, I'm going to move on to plan B. Alright, I'm getting out of here. It's about 10:15. I've been here for about 2 hours. Haven't seen any fish or had any bites. The splashing over here, spawning carp continues. I'm sure that's what they're doing. It's bizarre. I'm gonna head over to the other side of the lake. If the whole lake, it's possible that the entire lake is not green like this, and if that's true, if only maybe this side of the lake is green, maybe the fish are spending their time where it's not so green. It's possible. It's worth a shot. I'm not gonna try and make any sense of the spawning thing that I'm seeing here because it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm just going to ignore that for now and go try a different spot on the same lake here. I'm glad I brought my short rods today because it seems like today might be a running and gunning time today. Well, this is bad. This is almost worse than where I was. This is like the 4th place that I've stopped. Everywhere I've stopped, super green. and there are spawning carp. Hear that splashing over there under the trees? Don't think I've ever seen this in July. Well, I need to find myself a new lake. Wasn't expecting that. I gotta go for a drive. It's gonna eat up a bunch of my day, but I'm not gonna catch any fish here, I don't think. Well, I thought since it's noon, it's like the middle of the day, pretty terrible time to fish. I thought I'd stop and check out a place that I've never been to before, just do a little scouting. I came across this, which is pretty cool. Never seen this quite like this before. This is a dead tree, obviously, and you can see the circle of mushrooms growing. It's pretty obvious where the tree's root ball goes. Yeah, I don't know what kind of mushrooms they are. They're big though. No idea what kind of fungus. I'm not much of a mushroom guy. Can't identify them very much. I know what morels look like. These are definitely not morels. But yeah, they go all the way around this dead tree. I thought that was pretty cool. I've never seen quite a well-defined circle like that before. Pretty neat. Here's a place I stopped to check out. It's an old gravel pit or mining operation, and it kind of winds its way back that way, and it's only about 2 feet deep and full of weeds. As steep as this bank is, it looks like maybe it used to be about 10 feet deep, but the 4 years of drought that we've had, I'm sure this has decreased a lot. Yeah, it just kind of goes, it's kind of a weird shape. It goes off this way for a little bit, and then it goes off this way into a Y, and I think whoever was doing this was following a vein of sand or gravel or something. But as you can see down here in the shallows, I mean, that's probably only a foot deep of water before it gets to weeds. I don't know how far the weeds go down, but I don't see any fish. This is more like a marsh than a lake, so I can check this one off the list. It's been a few years since I fished this spot. Trust me, there's some water back here. I gotta clear a little space here so I can at least get to the water if I do land or hook a fish. That'll work. So I think in this spot I'm going to do like a kind of a multi-pronged approach here. Right in front of me here, right off the bank. It's really shallow, and it's a very slow incline. And out farther, like near the other side, it drops off sharp on the other side, and that's where the deeper stuff is. So I'm going to put like one bait in the really shallow stuff, one bait a little farther over in the kind of medium, like 5 feet stuff, and then one way over on the other side. It's about 40 yards to the other side from here. I'm gonna put one maybe 15 feet from the bank on the other side, and that's probably gonna be about 7 feet of water. Well, it's 5 o'clock. I've been here for 4 hours. I've had 0 bites. I have seen one fish raise its back out of the water. That was a couple hours ago. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and stay here at least until dark. So I need some more bait. My usual base mix here: 8 cups of old-fashioned oats and 2 cups of sweet feed pellets. That's horse feed. And let's see here. We got some corn. Oh, hominy. That's from my leftover from my road trip a couple weeks ago. Not today. More corn. Yeah, let's go with corn, I guess. In my other video, I made a comment about how I said that this corn, canned corn like this, makes a terrible hook bait. And what I meant by that was, I didn't mean that carp don't like corn. Of course they like corn. It's probably the thing that easiest thing to catch a carp on. But the thing is, everything else in the lake likes corn. And this canned corn like this, sweet corn, is so fragile. It just gets ripped off the hair so easily and gets stolen by bluegills or turtles or whatever. And you'll be sitting out there fishing with no hook bait and not even know it. And I don't like that. That's why I don't use canned corn for hook bait. I have used it in the past, and of course it works. It works, but it's just not the best. Do corn and a little bit of apple juice. I don't need this whole thing. Maybe just like half that bottle of apple juice. I think that's maybe an 8 ounce, yeah. And how about a little vanilla too, because it's kind of buggy. This vanilla kind of helps keep the bugs away a little bit. And these just need to sit for about 10 minutes and then it'll be ready to use. I'm going to take this little bit pack bait that I got left and put that back, or put that in with the new batch that I just made here. And then this bag will be my garbage can for that.
What's on?
It's on. Been here about 5.5 hours. It's about 6:30. I don't want this fish to go too far. There's branches and stuff in the water over there, I'm sure. And yes, he's pulling the same trick that they always do here. And he's going up right up next to the bank. Oh man, I didn't get the line down low fast enough. My line is in that tree right there. It goes up into the tree and then down into the water on the other side. So what I need from this fish, I need this fish to swim out away from the bank, pull my line out of that tree, and really the only way I know of to get that done is just wait. Just patience. I guess I could walk out there. That'd be the other way. I could walk out there. It goes out pretty gradual. I'm not sure I want to get my feet yet quite this early in the day. Alright. Phone is already out of my pocket. Throw the car key up on the chair there. I'm going in. It's getting deeper here. I didn't expect it to get very deep right here. If I had gotten this fish within the first hour or two of me being here, I probably wouldn't be walking out here. But I've been here 5 hours. I'm not letting this fish get away. Okay. Oh yeah, there he is right there. Oh, I just bumped him with the net. I'm caught in this little vine. Oh, okay, I'm out of the tree. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was a good fish too. I probably wouldn't have done this for a 5-pounder. I'm over my knees. Oh, come on now. Yes. He's in the net. Who needs waders, right? It's always scary having that hook in the equation. That fish could start flopping around, and next thing you know, that hook is in your hand. I don't like having my fingers anywhere near that hook if I can help it. I know this from experience. Yeah, it's about a 12-pound fish. Yeah, 12 pounds in the net. It's 11-pound fish or so. It's a beauty. Worth getting in the water for, apparently. I've been here a long time. Oh, got a little roughness on the gill plate. I wonder if there's doing some kind of... I wonder if the weather's really messing with these fish this year. And they're having a second spawn already, because I'm 100% sure that they were spawning here weeks ago when I was here. But this one's got some rough gill plates, and they were spawning at that other lake that's only about 30 miles from here. Weird. Never seen that before. Alright. It's not that late. I think it's like 6:30, 6:45. Sun's starting to get low. I expect the bite to start picking up. Thank you very much. See you next time. There are much bigger fish in this pond. Hopefully I can get one of those tonight. Let's see how this hook... Oh yeah, still good. Still sticky sharp. I think I was using spicy tiger nuts earlier. Those are the same tiger nuts from this morning. Just had them on all day. No need to change them out really. But I'm gonna put some vanilla on instead of spicy, just for, I don't know, just cause. No real reason. I guess I got vanilla in my pack bait here, don't I? And that was on that corn and apple juice and vanilla pack bait that I showed you, that I made a couple hours ago. With all the flooding around here recently, the mosquitoes are way worse than they normally are. They're gonna start biting here real soon. Hopefully the fish will start biting more too. Oh, I gotta go over here. That's probably in about 4 or 5 feet of water there. That's where I caught that fish, and I put it right back in that same place. And I do use Thermacell. It's always in my bag. It works great for mosquitoes, but in my experience it doesn't do much for flies or gnats or anything like that. But it works great for mosquitoes when there's no wind. If there's more than like 2 miles an hour wind, then it doesn't work either. But I'm gonna use it tonight because there's hardly any wind. Here's the non-DEET stuff. Well, I guess it's all worn out. This is, what's it called? Bug Soother. It's like got vanilla and lemongrass oil. It smells really good. It doesn't have DEET. And then I've got the picaridin insect repellent too, which is really good. I usually will try this first, and if this doesn't work, then I'll put this on. This is the gold standard, better than DEET. And it, like it says here, will not harm gear and equipment. It's not greasy. I think I got a fish on here. Yeah. Yep. Sun's going down and catfish are coming out. Hopefully the carp will do the same. Belly full of pack bait, no doubt. Oh, got a lot of spots on them. Youngster. I was just rebaiting because it's 8 o'clock. I usually like to reel in and rebait every hour just to keep a nice steady flow of bait going out there and make sure my rig is still have a hook bait and nothing's tangled and stuff. Nothing worse than sitting here for hours on end and unbeknownst to you, a turtle stole your hook bait and you don't even know it, you know. So I like to check on it every hour. Oh, big wake out there. Big wake out there as soon as I put some pressure on this line. I was just about done with that apple anyway. Just trying to pull the same trick as the other one. No, you don't. No, you don't. I did it. Did it. He's all in that tree over there. You gotta be kidding me. He hit it straight for it too. Guess I'm doing this again. I can see my sinker in the tree right there, and oh, the fish is right here. But my line is in the tree. The fish is right here in front of me. I can't see anything in the water. I feel like I'm walking on sticks. There's branches in the water here. This is no good. I don't want to trip and fall. This camera I'm wearing is not waterproof. Alright. Got my line. Okay, I am free from the tree, although I still have a stick on my line. I guess I'm gonna stay right here by this tree. Hopefully this fish doesn't want to go that way and go around it. I shouldn't have said that, he probably heard me. I don't want to give him any ideas. I don't even know, I think I got a carp. Pretty sure it feels heavy enough. I'm not going out any farther. I'm already up over my knees. Oh, jumped over the net. Can't see anything because the water's all clouded up all over in front of me here from me walking around and this fish flopping around. It's just a big dust cloud in front of me. I think this spot is I think it might be earning a nickname. I don't know what spot this should, I don't know what the nickname should be. A waiting spot, I guess. I'm tangled in my rod holder. Yeah, a little bit bigger than that first one. 13 in the net. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Really nice fish. Really had to work for him again. Had to go out there and get wet again. This one also has slightly rough gill plates here. This is strange. They should not be spawning here on July 8th. I don't know what the water temperature is. I haven't measured the water temperature in several weeks because it just, once it gets over 70 or so, it doesn't really matter what the water temperature is for a while. But never seen this before. Spawning fish in July in Iowa. I don't know. I don't care. I'm pleased either way. Hopefully there's some more coming tonight. My pants were just starting to get dry too. Oh well. See you later. Thanks for the fight. Looks still good. You know, that situations like that, exactly like that, are mainly why I like to use 20-pound monofilament line. I know it's heavier than a lot of people like to use for carp, but I mean, I fish a lot of snaggy stuff, and I have tried 10 and 15-pound line as main line in the past, and in situations like that, it usually breaks off. So I switched to 20, and most of the time, I can get through stuff like that without a line break. This is 20-pound mono, not braid. Mono main line. I got 30-pound braid for this little leader here, but yeah, braid braid cuts a lot easier than mono, but yeah, I mean, and look at what that fish left on the mat. I mean, that's spilt milk if I'd ever seen it. Pretty sure. I mean, a lot of it's slime, but I think there's some milk there too. It's got to be the temperature fluctuations or something. We had an unusually hot June with like triple digit temps for like a couple of weeks straight. And then so far in July, it's been abnormally cool. Like today's high is only like 80 or something like that, when normally July is the time when we have super heated temps. So I don't know, I think maybe the weather's got these fish all mixed up. Well, time's up. It was quite an adventure today. Spawning carp in July. I don't know. Finished out with the day with a couple of nice fish. I'm pretty happy. Can't complain. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.